Okay, Jenna, we are live all over the place.
We're live all over the place?
All over here.
My phone is freezing, but yet in the sun it feels good. Okay, finally, it's time to discuss something very important. Best movies of all time. Because, let me tell you how this all started. 2 weeks ago, Lance came to me and he said, remember in that movie Diner when such and such? And I said, that's the one with Michael J. Fox? And he said, no Michael J. Fox, no Fox, no Michael J. Fox. I said, Diner. And I had never seen this movie Diner, so of course, because I get so defensive, I threw out Tommy Boy. Have you ever seen Tommy Boy, Lance?
When you see Diner, by the way...
You won't be able to compare it.
It's like he was talking about, like, when you go back and you see... Comparing... Here.
Just finish one sentence. Pick one and finish it.
I'm trying to give
Diner.
you an analogy. It's comparing, like, Macbeth and Tommy Boy.
Okay, so Tommy Boy I thought was much better than Macbeth.
Macbeth, right. Okay, so you wouldn't mention Shakespeare. I mean, like, Chris Farley was a great actor, okay?
But like some people say, but listen, the only reason I'm going to respectfully disagree a little bit.
Not so
this
respectful.
Is respectfully, is I'm going to say, you know, people say like, you know, like, sure, you know, I don't know, Shawshank Redemption was an amazing movie, but if you're sitting home on a Saturday afternoon and you turn on Channel 11, and you want to just watch a movie, like, and the Top Gun is on, or Shawshank Redemption, like, you're mostly probably going to watch Top Gun. It's just, that's what you're going to watch, or like...
I'm not talking about, like,
or like
there's raw genius, okay? There's very little raw genius that happened in the 20th century. Like, there's very raw genius that happened in any century. Okay?
And you're saying Diner is raw. Who directed Diner?
Diner will withstand this test.
Who directed it?
I have no idea.
Barry Levinson.
Barry Levinson.
I have.
So what was so raw genius about it? Did you ever see the movie Beautiful Girls? No, Beautiful Girl. One of the most amazing movies ever. Total slice of life, all-star cast. Michael Rappaport, I think Tim Hutton was in it. Phenomenal. Uma Thurman. Beautiful Girl.
I'm sure it's great.
No, you're not sure it's great. You're just saying that so we can get to talking more about...
Raw genius.
Write that down. Beautiful Girl. So all the movies I was like looking at you insane, and I thought you were typing them down. You were doing something different. That's perfect. You did doing too. Okay. Okay. Beautiful Girl, I thought was an amazing movie. So people, start chiming in again if you can. I'm just curious. Best movies. Okay.
But before they get going, let's at least get some of the basics in.
So we're doing a college basketball type bracket, an NCAA bracket, right? So we're gonna have 64 of the top movies that you people pick, that us people pick, that those people pick. We're all going to pick. We're going to come up with 64 movies, and then we're going to start voting. And we are going to break it down and eventually land upon the greatest movie of all time.
Okay, so...
Which is going to be one of three movies, I'll tell you right now.
Flamingo Kid.
Prince of Tides, A Fish Called Wanda, Beautiful Girl. Yeah. One of those three.
And now, everybody's going to have homework during the next week to watch some of these movies that I recommend.
Right,
because
your
they will have
movies
seen the
from
movies
like...
They will have seen the movies that you recommend.
They will have. Right, exactly, because they're popular movies.
So let's get
because a lot of people like them.
West Side Story.
Good movie.
Connor, you got that?
Keep going.
Pretty Woman.
Phenomenal movie. Phenomenal.
Okay, some movies that... Wizard of Oz.
I mean, no one's going to say, oh, Wizard of Oz, great, beautiful cinematography. What is it? Like, okay, fine, but you're not going to sit down and... No.
Okay. That was from there.
I have the hiccups.
I just want to get these out here so you can reject them. The Godfather.
Yes.
So we're going to have The Godfather.
Yes.
Heaven Can Wait. Heaven Can Wait.
Who said Heaven Can Wait? Warren Beatty. Phenomenal movie.
I think Groundhog Day. That seems like Larry Fish's.
Ned? Ned Ryerson?
Oh, 1 second. It was me. I'm trying to read. Me is Rick Messina. What is this show all about? So let's reset a little bit.
Okay, so what is this show all about? This is a show...
What we're doing right now. I know this is a show about nothing, but right now we're doing something. I think it's a show about everything. You think it's a show about nothing. But what's this segment about?
This segment is about, we're doing an NCAA bracket of shows, basically. So top 64 shows of movies. Top 64 movies of all time. We're eventually going to vote on it. We're going to take some out, eliminate. We're going to come up with the final 4, and then the final 2,
I'm sorry.
and then we're going to come up with the greatest movie of all time.
Cherry Hill John actually says our show is really Seinfeld. It's about nothing.
Of course it's about that. I've been trying to tell people that, but Lance keeps telling me, no, it's not a show about nothing. It's about something. I'm like, literally,
That's about
it's
everything.
Nothing. It's not everything. It's nothing.
We have Hello from Prague. Okay.
Hello, Prague.
The Big
Lebowski was a good movie.
Allison Henderson says Die Hard, the first one, is
Yeah.
Home Alone.
Die Hard was a good movie.
Marcy Olin says The Sting.
The State?
The Sting. The Sting.
Oh, yeah.
Robert Redford.
I never saw The Sting, but a lot of people...
Cherry Hill John says Saving Private Ryan.
Never saw it.
It's a great movie. Great movie.
It's on Netflix right now, too.
Saving Private Ryan?
Yeah.
All right. I'll have
Outlaw
to see
Jose Wells. Have you seen that? Outlaw Jose Wells? No.
it. Of Josie Wells.
Josie Wells, I'm
oh
sorry,
my
Jose.
God, Lance. This is so embarrassing. Maybe Connor should be reading the movie.
Clerks.
No. Hold on.
Clerks.
The Outlaw of Josie Wells is a
That's
great
one of
movie.
my favorite,
Yeah.
Clerks.
Clerks.
Anybody?
I saw Clerks. I didn't like it. It was a little disturbing for me.
I didn't see it. Cheryl has a good one. Sound of Music.
Sound of Music was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you? Okay.
Okay. Why? I'm
I
trying to
thought you
read
were
from
gonna-
three
I
things
know.
here.
I keep thinking you're gonna fall over. I said, why don't you move?
I'm not
closer?
gonna fall over. Don't worry. The doctor says I should read from far. Like I can't read from too close with my glasses. Okay. E.T.
No.
We're putting E.T. in.
Okay, I disagree, but.
Well, we're putting it in. I have a few.
Okay.
I'm going to reserve a few spots for me.
Well, then ET is all your reserved spot.
That's not all my reserved spot because we have Flamingo Kid and we have Diner.
Okay. I do actually want to see Diner the way you talk about it.
Yes.
Okay.
We want to see Flamingo Kid also, by the way.
Okay.
Singing in the Rain.
No. Well, I never saw it. I don't know.
We're at 42.
Oh no, we're gonna
you can't
have. We're
just
gonna
write down
get
everything
to
we say.
Office Space. We're gonna get a list. We'll have
Yeah.
hundreds probably, and then we'll
Office,
filter
Narrow
it down
it
to
down.
the 64.
Okay.
Office Space is good.
Yeah, Office Space is good, but I only saw part of it.
All right.
History of the World, you put that on. Spaceballs, amazing.
Yeah, I got that.
Any Tom Hanks movies? Forrest Gump.
It's really long.
You didn't like Forrest Gump?
I liked it, but it was.
Catch Me If You Can. You know,
No, that's Leo, right?
Yeah.
And Tom. Oh, he was in that. I keep forgetting he was in that.
He was like,
So I thought one of the greatest movies was
The Grapes of Wrath.
no, definitely not.
Streetcar Named Desire.
No. Although the way you pronounce that, you're going to say Streetcar Named Desiree. I thought one of the greatest movies
Splash.
was For Your Eyes Only and Octopussy. With
Oh.
little-
What about just like James Bond movies?
Then that's number one. Then
yeah,
that runs away with
I was
it.
thinking the same thing. Like if you put Star Wars, and that's like, or like something like
Yeah.
that.
I like it. Put a franchise. Let's go Star Wars, and we can do James. We can make up our own rules. It's our show.
Okay,
It's your
James
show.
Bond.
It's your show. If you agree with
Yeah.
the rules,
Sure,
I mean
James Bond. That's
James
fine.
Bond and.
I mean,
not
but
every one
like the
of-
Bourne movies were incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, were they the greatest movies of all time? They were incredible, though.
Rocky movies.
Yeah, I mean, those are iconic movies.
Are you worried that you might just be establishing the Final Four right there? Like,
No,
there's
because
so
I
many
know
people.
Diner's going to be in the final.
Okay, but even if Diner is like,
Big.
You guys are having two different conversations. What he's saying, he makes a good point. Like, you can't put Diner up against like Godfather. Like, even though Diner's probably a better movie, people are gonna be like, well, I guess Godfather was like,
And James Bond's such a wide.
I
movie,
know.
So you have people from all different
yeah, maybe we don't do it that
No,
way.
but
Maybe
I
we
think
do
like the
specific
original. But
movies.
it's the original movies. The original movie was beget all. Gave birth to all of the subsequent movies. Like the sequels all came out of the
So
original
you're saying
source.
just the original James Bond, whichever
I'm saying
one
the
it was?
original James Bond and everything that happened from the original James Bond. So it's basically the James Bond movies. I think James Bond movies works. We'll discuss this offline.
All right.
We'll have an administrative meeting.
Perfect.
Did I mention Big?
Yeah, I didn't like Big.
Back to the Future. How could Jenna not mention her boyfriend, Michael J. Fox?
I
That's from
cannot
Marcy.
believe I did not say Back to the Future. Secret of my success, Back to the Future. Put them both on there.
Back to the Future 1, and Back to the Future 2, Back to the Future 3.
I've never heard you say that before.
Grease 1 and Grease 2.
Oh, Grease 2
Grease 2?
was phenomenal.
You think Grease 2?
Michelle Pfeiffer was so gorgeous in Grease 2.
Sorry.
No. Grease 2.
I'm sorry. You can
Grease
have
2.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Olivia Newton-John
Because
sent
you're-
me an autograph when I was 10 years old. I had it on my wall, and I still have it.
Oh my god. I go Grease 2 for sure. Again, it's
We
hard
have to
say
get Olivia
best
Newton-John
movie
on the
of
show.
every-
Oh, by the way, if we get Olivia Newton-John on the show,
Here's Lance. Here's us talking about a topic. Here's Lance. How are we gonna get Olivia Newton-John on the show? I
when she
dare
comes
you
to New York.
to get Olivia Newton-John on there. If you can get Olivia Newton-John on the show,
If I can
will
get Olivia
never
Newton-John onto the
disagree with
show,
you
I
again.
hope she's not married.
Well, because
I don't
you're
care if she's
still
a little
married.
older
When
than
are
I
you
am.
fully divorced, Lance? When can we start putting you back on the market?
I'm signed. I'm done.
You're done. You're 100% divorced.
I mean, like, the judge has to sign. This is the amazing thing about divorce. We mediated in 3 months, and we're going to wait 6 months for a judge to actually
To
sign
sign
the document that we signed. Welcome to America.
Coming to America
Coming to America.
was a good movie.
Larry knows Olivia Newton-John.
Of course he does.
Larry.
But Larry's going to have to start putting his money where his mouth is because
Larry's
he's mentioned a lot
Larry's
of people.
gonna set me up with Olivia
Larry
Newton-John.
has mentioned a lot of people that he knows already, and I'd love to see one of them sit down next to me. Larry's like, oh yeah, I'm good friends with X, Y, and Z. So Larry, put your money where your mouth is, and come have one of those people come sit down here next to me.
We have another Wizard of Oz, and Larry is setting me up with Olivia.
Great.
I'm having a date.
Perfect.
And I have an Olivia at home also,
I know
so
you
it's
do.
like an interesting Citizen Kane.
I saw it in film class. I would never in a million years watch it again. Ever. No interest.
Larry says you'll see.
Okay, well you keep telling more things Larry said. Breaking news.
Okay. Toy Story.
Shaking reported in Rome and central Italy after preliminary magnitude 5.4 earthquake in Italy. Well, say it again?
What movie did I say?
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
I never saw it.
Pinocchio.
Never saw it.
Never saw Pinocchio.
No. Remember where I grew up, so let's keep that in mind.
The
You know what I
Terminator.
did love? Is this too hard? Remember I don't want to say Christmas Story, but that little thing they always play on during Christmas with the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on like Channel 7, and then like the Santa Claus. Is that Frosty the
Frosty the
Snowman?
Snowman.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Remember
Or what
that.
about, speaking of Willy Wonka?
I mean, sure. I
So
didn't
how
love
many
it.
times did you didn't love it?
No, I saw it once. Yeah, he actually scared me.
You
All
only
that
saw
yelling
it
at
once?
the kids. He yelled at the kids so much. I don't know why people love that movie so much.
Oh man!
What about Bob? Baby steps up the door, baby steps inside, baby steps walking. No?
You say so. The French
What
Connection.
about Bob? I didn't see it.
Okay.
How about Damage? It's one of the sexiest movies I ever saw.
What about Gloria?
Never saw it.
The Manchurian Candidate.
Never saw it.
Okay.
Oh, American President. Phenomenal. Put it on there. Love it. I tell all dates that all my plans are soft until you get final confirmation. Oh, you're real romantic, Lewis. It's my dad's other favorite movie.
Okay, so we have
No one else
here.
is giving
Yeah,
us
no,
any
we do. There's a
suggestions?
bunch. I'm trying to keep up. Aaron says Sleeping with the Enemy.
Great
Aaron
movie.
Brockovich.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
Pelican Brief.
Okay. Pelican Brief was good.
Actually, Ricardo brings up an interesting whole genre of movies. Spider-Man, which can go into all the
Yeah,
Batman
I
movies.
didn't like those. I loved Superman 1. Superman was great. Jaws was great.
Jaws.
And would you be offended if I asked you what you're doing over there on your phone? Are you doing other work? What's that? Why don't you read why don't we talk about what our actual guests are suggesting instead of
I want to
looking
make
up
sure
what
we
you-
cover like bases that because I want to be as disciplined and as.
Yeah, but this is a show about
I mean, like, am I in
before the
class
people
over
come.
here?
Well,
What are
I'd
you?
like you to
What are
pay
you thinking
attention.
about? I'm paying attention. I'm
No, I
working.
mean to these people, to the people who are actually taking the time
Tootsie.
to write in. Tootsie was phenomenal. Who said that? Larry.
Larry.
Larry's the only one that watches us on Periscope. We have one person watching on
We
Periscope.
actually have.
Chris, who was on the who was here today,
Yeah.
said "Y tu mama también." That was his-
Yeah, okay, that was good.
And he says, "P.S. Great meeting you guys today."
Ah, thanks, Chris.
Okay, Titanic.
Near, far,
That's a no?
wherever you- I wouldn't want to see it again.
Okay.
That's my barometer for whether a movie's good or not. But
Dirty Dancing.
that was a good movie. That was a good movie.
Let's
Dirty
put that in.
Dancing. Yeah, like that was pretty iconic. Nobody puts baby. in the
Wizard of
corner.
Oz again. Love American President.
Yes,
Do the
American
right-
President.
Do the right thing.
So I never saw it, but it was a great movie. You know, from what I heard, Spike Lee.
Clueless.
100% and Clue. Clue and Clueless.
Independence Day.
I never saw that. Was it good?
It was good. The Sixth Sense.
I never saw that.
Con Air. Con Air was a good
That was
movie.
an interesting movie. Or
Con
The
Air.
Rock. Remember The Rock, where they broke out of Alcatraz or something?
Billy Madison. Gran Torino.
I didn't like either of them. Although Gran-
Somebody here is saying that your ratings are not that good. He uses a different word. Titanic is great.
Oh, I'm sure it was a great movie.
Clueless.
That's not. Listen, we all have our own opinion. It doesn't make me a bad person if I like or don't like a movie.
Scream.
Never saw it. Oh, I saw parts of it.
Hi from South Carolina.
Hi.
Friday.
Friday was funny. I didn't see the whole thing.
Juice.
I never saw Juice.
So, Tupac Shakur.
Was that Juice?
Yeah.
Tupac? I never saw it, but
Pretty good.
sure.
The Last of the Mohicans.
I feel terrible. I never saw it. What about Gladiator?
Apocalypse Now. Gladiator was great.
Gladiator was actually a great movie.
I was listening to the soundtrack.
Of Gladiator?
He's saying that you're not a bad person, you just have bad ratings.
You mean bad taste? Can you just use the term bad taste in movies and not bad ratings? Because it makes me feel like nobody's watching the show.
How about Shawshank?
It was a little long for me, but
Blair Witch
very
Project.
great movie. No.
Boys in the Hood.
I never saw it.
Straight out of Compton.
Schindler's List. I'm going to put Schindler's List on there. Bridges of Madison County.
Never saw it.
You didn't like Schindler's List?
I liked it, but I didn't walk away and was like, that was an amazing movie. I want to read more about it. I want to hear more about it. Like I want to just delve in more. Like it was an amazing. But I didn't walk away from Schindler's List like
Vince
that.
Dances with Wolves, Princess Bride.
Princess Bride probably gonna win it. I'm not kidding. Princess Bride, phenomenal. Write that down with a couple stars. Plus one of
Out
our
of
favorite.
sight.
One of
Somebody
our
here
favorite.
was saying that you were making out during Schindler's List.
No, on Seinfeld, Jerry made out during Schindler's List and
Oh.
got in trouble. Thank you. Whoever wrote that, I love you because this is a show about nothing and we're all bringing it back.
Thelma and Louise.
That was a good movie. What we were just saying.
We're saying a lot of things.
I know.
What about, you said Tom Hanks movies. What about The Green Mile? Did you see that?
I never saw it. That was also a 2-disc movie. It was very long. I think,
Edward
if I recall.
Scissorhands.
I didn't love it. I didn't love that, and I didn't love Beetlejuice.
All right. Dead Poets Society.
Great movie.
Glad.
Smart movie.
And I'm sorry I'm not reading everybody's names when they say this. Good Will Hunting.
Great movie.
Road Trip.
Who was in Road Trip?
Is that
I never saw it.
What about Vacation?
Phenomenal.
Okay.
I can do line for line, but European Vacation was my favorite.
which one?
European Vacation.
European.
Yeah, he's gonna pork her,
I
Dad.
like Christmas.
Russ, he's not gonna pork her. Daddy's gonna pork her. He's not gonna pork her, Russ.
Original Psycho. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
No and no.
One Flew Over the
Uh-uh.
Cuckoo's Nest?
I don't like scary movies.
One
I'm
Flew Over the
sorry.
Cuckoo's Nest is on
That
the
is
list.
That
yours.
sounds great.
That's terrifying. One flew over the cuckoo's nest.
It's
Ferris
sad.
Bueller.
Yes.
Okay, Super Troopers.
No.
Okay, Starship Troopers.
No.
Trooper.
Why don't you get off the
Any
teeth?
Trooper movies.
Any
Okay.
Trooper movie.
All right. And a Fair to Remember, did I say that?
Yeah, you already said that.
Terminator 2. Or just the Terminator.
Marcy, you can't possibly only have one suggestion. Marcy's only suggestion was State?
I think so.
Or
Wild
Sting.
at Heart.
Is that like Wild Orchid?
And The Goonies.
That was a good movie. Rocky Road?
Somebody's saying
Baby
One
Ruth?
Flew Over is not a scary movie.
It's not? What am I thinking of? Isn't that the one with...
They're in the insane asylum.
Yeah, that's scary to me. I'm sorry. With Robert De Niro?
No.
Magnolia.
Yeah.
Steel Magnolias. Great movie.
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, we already put that in.
Okay.
Wait, listen. What about what was that great Jodie Foster movie? What?
It was Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. Sorry. Cape Fear? No.
The Matrix.
No.
White Men Can't Jump.
That was a good movie.
Yes.
You know what I really liked was Ed TV. No, it was just called Ed. It was called Ed TV with Matthew McConaughey and Ellen DeGeneres. That was pretty
Ed.
good. Love Actually. Oh my God, put that at the very top.
My Own Private Idaho.
Never saw it.
Sound of Music we got already, right? Point Break.
Oh, I was gonna say no Keanu movies, but I actually liked Point Break. That was actually a
Dumb
cool
and
movie.
Dumber?
Yes,
Grand Budapest Hotel.
I didn't like that movie.
Interact with your audience. What do you think I'm doing, dude? There are a bunch of other. There's a bunch of other feeds here. Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
No.
JFK. The Usual Suspects.
Great movie. Kobayashi. Great movie.
The Lion King.
I never saw. I only saw it on Broadway.
Put it in and watch it with your kids. That might actually be on it.
She loves Jungle Book now. Have you seen that? Mowgli?
No, but watch The Lion King.
The Jungle Book's great.
The Bad Lieutenant.
No, that was with Harvey Keitel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was a
Project
scene
8
in
from
that
Outer
that-
Space.
No.
Airplane.
Yes, Airplane.
Fargo.
Fargo was a great movie.
All right. Heat. 7. Jurassic Park. Finding Nemo.
I never saw it. I didn't have kids until like 3 years ago.
Silence of the Lambs.
I mean, that was a scary movie, but a great movie.
You
Was actually
redeemed
a
yourself with accepting Airplane.
I loved Airplane.
So you redeemed yourself. Just took
I
a while.
dance like this is actually how I dance. Do you know what that's from? Did you see Airplane?
Oh, yeah.
She had the knife in her back.
Boogie Nights.
It was okay movie.
Monty Python.
Oh, that was very expensive.
The Hangover.
We are the knights who go.
The Hangover.
Yeah, great movie.
Blazing Saddles.
Great movie.
Mary Poppins.
I liked Married Poppins. I know.
Goodfellas.
I like Goodfellas. He can't write him down fast enough.
He's very fast. He's deceiving in his.
Why don't you make the Isn't it easier to type it on the laptop?
Yeah, but I'm already like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Pulp Fiction.
I didn't
I
like
wish
Pulp
I had.
Fiction.
Pulp Fiction has to be on.
Yeah.
Over Ghostbusters.
No. I'm the only person that did not like Ghostbusters. I didn't get it. I didn't understand it.
The original Ghostbusters?
Yeah,
Young Frankenstein.
it was funny. It wasn't. I wouldn't put it on the top 64 of all time.
What about Spielberg movies? Do you have a favorite Spielberg
Indiana
movie?
Jones,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Indiana Jones. What else?
I'm getting there. Hey guys. You have a favorite movie?
Yeah, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, we got.
My Best Friend's Wedding.
That was a good
What
movie.
about Caddyshack?
Caddyshack was a good movie.
Is that right?
Okay. Mary Poppins. Happy Gilmore.
I didn't love Happy Gilmore. There are other ones of his that I liked, but I didn't love Happy Gilmore.
Raging Bull.
I also didn't see Raging Bull.
Blues Brothers.
Didn't see Blues Brothers.
The Shining.
Yeah, never. We're not putting The Shining on there. That terrifies me just thinking about it.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes. Come on, that was a great movie.
Jones or
What about
just-
Jewel of the Nile? Yeah, with Michael Douglas. Jewel of the Nile. Remember that? Romancing the Stone. Jewel of the Nile. Romancing the Stone. Two great movies. You find that on a Saturday, you're doing nothing for 2 hours. Romancing the Stone. With Danny DeVito and Michael Douglas. Oh,
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
I didn't love it. It was a little before my time.
Okay. Face Off.
Oh, that reminds me of Con Air. Face Off. Wasn't he in both of those?
What about Days of Confused?
I did like Days of Thunder, but
Scarface.
I never saw Scarface. But everyone says it's a great movie.
Once Upon a Time in America.
Didn't see it.
Stripes.
That was a good movie.
Twins.
No, come on.
Jack and Jill.
I never saw that.
Back to the Future we discussed.
Yes.
Breakfast Club we discussed first. Bueller's Day Off we did. Platoon.
That was intense. I never saw Platoon.
You really don't see like the
You keep forgetting where I grew up. So anything before, like, when did we start watching movies? Like 9th grade? I never went to the movie theater.
Aliens.
No. But The Abyss was pretty good.
Blue Velvet.
Ooh, how about, you know what was a great movie? Any Which Way But Loose.
Okay, so just to reset here, somebody's saying you don't get to make the final decision. We're just making the suggestions. We're going to have 64.
Oh, yeah, I'm not making the final
It's going
decisions.
to be a, poll-based vote on. We're going to do brackets on the Jenna Wolf Show Twitter page, so you can go there and you'll see it.
Okay, well, let me
Stand by
explain
me.
it now in English, because I'm not sure what Lance just said. We're just collecting the movies now. Then from these, you guys and us and all, we're going to break it down to 64. And then we're going to have a full-on tournament. Ready? You're going to go on our Twitter page. Is it also be on the Facebook page?
We'll have a link to it on the Facebook page,
We'll have a link to it on
but the actual poll will be on our Twitter page.
Okay, so on the Jenna Wolf Show Twitter page?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, on the Jenna Wolf Show
And we'll
Twitter
retweet
page.
it. You'll retweet it off of your...
Of my page, right. And then you'll be able to vote on it, and then we'll break it down.
My Cousin Vinny.
Movie. Great movie.
Wayne's World.
Utes. I didn't like
Wayne's World. Okay.
Sandlot.
Karate Kid.
Sandlot, Karate Kid, again encompassing all of the Karate Kids.
Yes.
Full Metal Jacket. Because we don't want to put on like 4 Rocky movies and
Right, okay, fine.
40 Uncle Buck. Wall Street.
No, but how about The Great Outdoors
Great Outdoors.
with John Candy?
Okay, I never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah,
With Belushi? No, with Dan Aykroyd.
Do the Right Thing, a Spike Lee joint.
We did
Shrek.
that, yeah. Shrek was funny.
Yeah, Shrek was good.
My hamstrings are so tight.
Maybe it's all that working out.
I know, tomorrow's my rest day.
A Clockwork Orange.
No,
The French
No.
Connection we
not
discussed.
doing Clockwork Orange.
The Holiday.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
Deliverance.
No,
The Gateway.
never saw The Gateway.
Funny Farm.
Yes! Yes! Okay, here we go. Ready? Fletch, 100%. Okay, that's where we're going. Funny
Overboard.
Farm, Fletch, Overboard, yeah.
The Exorcist.
it when she goes blah 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 blah.
Remember that?
The Exorcist.
No,
Mean Streets.
never saw it.
The Sting we discussed earlier. Chinatown.
No, I saw that in, oh no, I saw the China Syndrome. No China.
Godfather we got. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest we got. All the President's Men. Another
Never
Robert
saw it.
Redford, no? Carrie.
Never saw it.
Taxi Driver. Yes.
Can you get out of you're in one genre there.
That's how we're making sure we hit everything. I'm being organized.
Such a nerdo. You're such a nerd. You're actually a nerd. You're a nerd, is what you
Really,
You're a nerd.
and just by coincidence, I have the same glasses as the guy in Revenge of the Nerds, and I
I
happen
know.
to look like the guy in
I
Revenge
know.
of the Nerds.
I'm just counting down right now. 10, 9, 8.
Close
I'm
Encounters
counting-
of the Third Kind.
I'm counting down so you mentioned that you were divorced 3 times. 6, 5, 4, and then at 3 because we're going to come the marathon. First
The
we
Deer
went to the
Hunter.
marathon. I never saw The Deer Hunter.
Halloween,
No.
National Lampoon's Animal House. It's going on there.
Yep.
Alien,
No.
Apocalypse Now.
Did you do the 80s movies or you're only doing scary movies from the 70s?
I did the 90s. I found the 70s.
Well, what about you
I'm
know,
going to
that's
go to the
20 years
80s,
ago.
and I'm going to try to do that.
What about the 2000s? Look, you have no modern movies on here.
All right, this guy's saying, yes. Here, Therese said for some of the people who don't get what's going on.
Here, you guys,
Here,
let me do it.
because I'm answering his question
Okay.
specifically. Yes, Jenna did not see every single movie that you saw. Okay, so what happened here is Jenna did not see Diner. Diner is far and away, and if you don't vote for Diner, you don't know anything about movies.
Lance.
Okay,
It's not true, sir.
so-
It's not true.
Okay, so yes, she hasn't seen anything good. I'm in complete agreement with you.
Okay,
that's
guys,
why
can
we're
you stop
doing.
teaming up on me? Thank
That's
you.
why we're doing
Guys,
this thing.
come on.
Okay,
Really?
Kramer versus Kramer.
Good movie. Listen, we're doing 64 movies. Okay? They're not all picked by me. I just am giving my opinion when he screams one out. That's all I'm doing. The only ones I don't want on there are those like crazy, scary, horribly hard movies. I don't want to take a
Planes,
big
Trains, and
slide.
Automobiles.
Good movie.
Okay.
That guy's going the wrong way. Thank you. How does he know where we're going?
Casablanca,
Never saw it.
The Wild One,
I didn't see it.
Rebel Without a Cause.
Come on, how about the movies from 2000 and
I'm
more
going through
recent?
here. These all have like.
No, I don't want to. This is my show and your show. So part of what mine is maybe there's some young people watching that don't want
So if
only
they
movies
give
from
us,
the
we
70s.
have like Easy Rider.
2000 and above, Lance.
So throw out a name.
Anything from the last 20 years,
I'll get
not
on that
the last
list in a
60
second.
years.
Here, we have some models who know things from they were born like they're even younger than you.
Go 2000, Wikipedia. Do
Some
it.
movies you guys saw that are good. Just throw them in anytime.
Right now.
They did already. They did. Forrest Gump.
Okay, Quadrophenia, American Gigolo,
Lance,
Blade
look
Runner.
at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Goodfellas.
Not good TV right here. No one know. I don't want. No, let's do
This
recent movies.
is a list of the coolest movies of all time. Has nothing to do with.
So come sit here.
No,
Go.
okay, I'm stopping.
Yeah, no.
I'm stopping.
Go.
I'm not going there.
Go. I'm gonna
Pulp
sit
Fiction,
here. You do those.
Trainspotting, The Big Lebowski. I think Out of Sight. That's your Rushmore. You heard of these? Fight Club,
Michael's good.
Ocean's 11.
Great movie.
This is England,
Never saw it.
2006. Control, 2007.
Never saw it.
Drive, 2011.
That was a good movie. That was with what's his
Ryan
name?
Gosling, right?
Yeah.
That was really good.
Okay. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Great movie. Great movie.
Okay. So
That
now-
was one of I thought Robin Williams' last great movie.
2000s. I'm almost there, Joe. I'm trying to do this.
How about? Did you put on Top Gun?
Top Gun? Yeah.
Sort of a classic.
Okay. Lord of the Rings.
Wouldn't it be funny if after all this we forgot to put on Diner?
Diner's going on. I'll make sure.
I actually am looking
If
forward
we
to seeing
forget-
Diner. I know.
If
we forget
to
Diner,
put
then
Diner,
we have no
there's
business doing this.
There's gonna be a lot of headaches. Patch Adams. Marcy
Says what?
piping in with Hangover.
With what?
Hangover. The
Hangover
Hangover
was a good
movies. The
movie.
Hangover, all of them.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
So most people would say yes. I happen not to have seen them. I don't really like the sci-fi
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
stuff. Great movie. How about Empire of the Sun? Remember that?
No. The Pianist.
I didn't see The Pianist.
We are listing movies.
Beaches. Yeah.
Did I say Patch Adams?
Yeah.
Okay. The Departed.
Yeah.
Mystic River. No Country for Old Men.
That's my favorite.
And put on their Mystic Pizza. Julia Roberts' first amazing
Ooh.
big movie. We have to put in Julia Roberts, obviously.
Mystic, yes,
Namesake.
this is her show.
It's her
The
show.
Lord of the Rings.
You just said that, didn't you?
Oh, this was a different one. I'm sorry. Brokeback Mountain.
Nah, I mean,
What about Slumdog?
Millionaire. I never saw Slumdog.
We have Gladiator, right?
Yeah,
The Hurt Locker.
that was pretty scary.
That won an Academy Award.
Yeah.
for Best Picture.
Mulholland Drive.
Are
House
you just
of
doing
D.
the
Castaway.
Castaway was the Tom Hanks one?
Yeah.
Don't just do the Oscar winners, only because even though they were Academy Awards, they weren't critically acclaimed. You know.
I'm not. I'm going down a list right now of the two best movies of the
What about
2000s.
American Beauty?
With what's his name from House of Cards?
Yeah.
That was okay.
Blue Velvet, I think we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Did you put on Mystic Pizza?
Yes.
Moulin Rouge.
We have to be at like 200 now, don't you
Yeah,
think?
We got a lot. Yeah, so we'll have A Beautiful Mind. Let's just make sure
That
we
was a
got
good movie.
$1 Million Baby.
Great movie.
Crash.
Crash was an interesting movie.
The Aviator. Munich, which was good. Inglorious Bastards.
That's good.
So I didn't see Inglourious Basterds, but go back a second. Munich, was that
That's the
the Olympic one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bull Durham.
great movie. Come on, you must have loved Bull Durham
I
as a
did. I
baseball
just
guy.
but we didn't pick it up until just now. So
Yeah.
that's why we're
Did you
continuing.
love it though?
Yes. Runaway Bride.
Never saw it. I don't think that was one of the greatest movies.
Okay. Okay, 1 second. You're gonna like this list. High School Musical. No. These are Mean Girls.
That was a great movie.
Grease. We got Grease and Grease 2 are gonna have to go together under this ruling.
Well, I'm gonna vote for Grease too. You'll
No,
probably
no,
vote
no.
for
We're gonna
Grease
have it
one.
as together as one. Field of Dreams, The Anchorman.
You must. Anchorman.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Who's that? Larry?
No, it was. I can't see who it was. Whoever was Debbie Does Dallas.
Show yourself.
Show yourself.
What was right
Sleepover.
before Debbie Does Dallas? It was Anchorman.
Anchorman. Field of Dreams. Cherry Hill Johnson. Debbie Does Dallas.
There you go, Debbie. John.
We might have to break these down into segments. Legally Blonde.
Not the best.
I'm not even going there. Aquamarine. Bring It On.
Oh, you know what I loved? A Lot Like Love with Ashton Kutcher. I know you're like, really?
Walk the
yes,
Line.
It was a very good movie. A Lot Like Love.
There's no reason for me to say Deep Throat. I'm sorry.
But you did.
I did. I
So
know. He got me to
thank
say
you.
it. I know. I was kidding around. Okay, 40 best films of the decade.
Any other suggestions? We can take a break and
I think we're gonna reset. I think we're
get
getting
the
there.
girls
Let's
on
just.
soon.
give
Kristen
me-
and Victoria are here.
Let me just make sure there's nothing that's just obvious. Go on. People are saying you're cute with your glasses
Off? Okay.
off.
I know you cold. You're gonna be warm here in a second. Trust me. I'm hot. I have to
Alright.
keep rolling my sleeves up. Hot girls freezing.
Hot girl is freezing. All right.
Cold girls eating.
Not people me. That's the same guy. That's the.
He keeps bringing up porn movies. Is that
Yeah,
what's
the
happening?
same guy.
Okay, so maybe don't read that guy's name.
No, it's okay. It's all good. We are Midnight in Paris.
Midnight Run.
Midnight Run.
Midnight Run. It was a phenomenal movie. You
Okay.
must have loved that, right, Lance?
And I'm going to run through this list, which is a list of movies that everyone has seen. Walk the Line.
I didn't see it.
Okay. Star Wars we did. E.T., Jurassic Park, Jaws, Toy Story, Titanic. Okay, we did all these. Cinderella. Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, I would not. Okay, babe. The Terminator. Okay.
Good?
I think we're good to go. Let me see if there's one more list here that we should hit. I think we're good. No, 1 second.
Any other suggestions from people?
I think we're out. I just want to make sure. Angry Men, did you see that?
No.
Okay.
We'll come up with some more tonight.
Yeah, we're just about done.
Awesome.
I think we're good. All right, we got a list.
Boy,
We'll
do
put
we
this
ever.
competition up tonight.
How are we gonna reduce it
We'll
to
start.
64? Offline?
We'll do it offline. I mean, we have a list.
We will incorporate all the genres, so it's not just going to be rom-coms from like 2007.
We will have a thing, and maybe we'll we can maybe even. I think we should knock it down to the 64 from what we had, but we have what to work with. We can have some editorial discretion,
We'll have giddy up with the editorial
Okay, so-
discretion.
and we're not going to do it. We're not going to have seating. It's just going to be kind of random.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we're
yeah,
just
yeah.
going to go.
And then what? You will just give people 2 to vote on. These do this. This do
Yeah,
this.
so we'll take groups of 2. We'll randomly rank them 1 to 64, so we could have the 2 best movies of all time. Like Diner might go up against E.T. by
Okay,
accident.
Listen to me very carefully. It's not E.T. It can't be E.T. E.T. can't win.
So it can win because it's going to go up against Diner.
Oh, so Diner's gonna win.
Okay, so
Let me just tell you, Diner better be the greatest movie of all time. The way you're talking about this thing.
let me tell you this. It is.
All right.
So if
All right, cool. So we'll discuss this again afterwards.
this is going to be, we'll have we'll be talking about this competition for a while, and then we will be launching similar competition for TV shows because
Oh, that's gonna be. Your
That'll be
Diner is my
interesting.
Seinfeld. I
What?
will go to war with Seinfeld as my weapon.
I understand that. I just want to make sure that
What is your greatest TV series?
I'll probably my greatest TV series. I'm gonna go with the '60s Batman.
Okay. This is coming from a guy whose favorite drink is celery. Just so you guys are aware.
That was the show I actually enjoyed the most.
Awesome.
You wouldn't like my 2.5. I actually do think 2.5. So 2.5 Men. Somebody was mentioning earlier. So 2.5 Men. When I was divorced the first time, and I needed to like talk about certain issues with my sons.
You made him watch that movie?
That show actually brought up almost
that show.
every issue that we needed to talk about. So it was an interesting way of sort of subliminally talking about things that needed to be spoken about, but we couldn't really talk about. So
It's really interesting.
I'm sorry for boring you.
You don't bore me at all. I actually think you're very interesting. On most days. Okay, so the other night, real quick,
Did you go to Vic's?
I went to Vic's.
We're going to talk about that.
Someone recommended Vic's, and by someone I mean Hot Girls Eating, and I said, how good could this really be? It was my last meal before we started the diet. 5 days in, by the way. 5 days in of no dairy, no carbs, no sugar, no gluten, no alcohol, no legumes, no nothing, basically, and hard working out for 5 straight days. Anyway, Vic's was our last meal and testament, and I read through the menu, and I was like, no chicken parm? Like, no, really no chicken parm? No, like, gooey, cheesy pasta dish? Whatever. So we ordered almost everything on the menu. Let me tell you, if someone recommends a plate for me to eat, and it's a good meal, I keep going back to the well, back to the well, back to the well. So guess who's on today? The 2 hottest girls, and I'm not just saying that, they're literally called Hot Girls Eating. I mean, they happen to be very good looking, but that's just from a completely unbiased standpoint.
It got warmer here since they came.
It got warmer here since they came on. They're going to come back in a second, and we're going to get some more recommendations. So if you are in or around the New York City area, get a pen and paper. Pen and paper from like 1940. I want you to write it down in cursive.
Do they have the?
We are going to
actually
write down.
Everybody has these big pens.
Yeah, right. Did I send you the Epic email
No,
from
not
Epic
yet.
Turkey or Jerky yet?
How
They
many
didn't give
more
me their email. They just gave me their handle.
Okay, so maybe give me that. Okay,
Yeah,
I can do
will
that.
No, I'll show you the exchange. Anyway, they're going to come give us some suggestions for places to eat, maybe a best pizza joint. Give me an idea in the next few minutes of a place you want. Like, I want the best pizza, or I want the best piece of chicken, I want whatever it is. I bet you off the top of their heads they'll be able to give it to you. So if you are visiting New York, you got a place to eat, and they also provide a whole host of other amazing information. So we'll take a quick break, and we're going to come right back. Say it, Lance.
Say what?
Still live here.
It's still live on this camera. We're gonna kill this one and that one.